It was 2:47 a.m. and I was supposed to be asleep. I had a calc final in 5 hours and hadn't studied nearly enough, but none of that mattered because my roommate Tyler hadn't come back to the dorm and wasn't answering his phone. I know that sounds dramatic. Tyler was a junior, a grown adult who could handle himself. But here's the thing nobody knew. 3 weeks earlier, Tyler had told me he was failing out, that his scholarship was gone, that he couldn't face his parents. He made me swear not to tell anyone. And now his phone was going straight to voicemail at 3 a.m. and his last text to me at 9 p.m. said, "Hey man, thanks for being a real one." That's it. No context. Just that. I sat on the edge of my bed staring at that message, my stomach turning into concrete. Thanks for being a real one. Who sends that out of nowhere on a Wednesday night? I called him 4 more times. Nothing. I texted our mutual friend Darius. He hadn't seen Tyler since lunch. I checked the dining hall Discord, the dorm group chat. Nobody knew where he was. My hands were shaking as I put on my shoes. I didn't even grab a jacket. Campus at 3 a.m. is a different planet. The quads are empty. The lights are these pale yellow things that make everything look sick. I started walking fast, then jogging, with no real plan except to move. I checked the library first. He used to go there when he was stressed, said the quiet helped. The night librarian was half asleep at the desk. No, she hadn't seen a tall guy in a red hoodie. I checked the 24-hour study room in the engineering building. Empty except for a girl asleep on her laptop. I pushed open every bathroom door on the ground floor calling his name, not caring how insane I looked. Then I remembered something small. One time, after a rough midterm, Tyler had taken me to the roof of the arts center. He'd found an unlocked maintenance door during freshman year and never told anyone else. He said it was his place. You could see the whole campus from up there, the football stadium lights, the clock tower, the parking lot where he taught me to drive a manual car last spring. I ran. My lungs were burning by the time I hit the arts center and I took the stairs 3 at a time. The maintenance door at the top was cracked open. Cold air was pouring through it. He was sitting on the concrete ledge, feet dangling over the side, 4 stories up. He had his hood up and earbuds in and didn't hear me come out. I stopped walking so I wouldn't startle him. My heart was a fire alarm going off in my chest. I said his name quietly. He turned around, and I could see he'd been crying, that red puffy look around his eyes. He didn't seem surprised to see me. He just looked exhausted in a way that went bone deep. "How'd you know?" he asked. I told him his text. He looked down at his phone like he forgot he sent it. I didn't give some big speech. I didn't know what to say and I didn't pretend I did. I just sat down next to him on that ledge, shoulder to shoulder, and I said I wasn't going anywhere. We sat there for a long time. Eventually he started talking, really talking. Not the edited version he gave everyone else but the actual truth, the calls with his dad, the feeling of watching everything collapse and not knowing how to stop it. Around 4:30 a.m. he said he was cold. I said me too. We went back inside. The next morning I missed my calc final. I emailed the professor and said there was a personal emergency. I walked Tyler to the counseling center when it opened at 8 a.m. and stayed until he was seen. He withdrew from 2 classes, took a leave the following semester, and came back the year after. He graduated last May. I was there when he crossed the stage and his mom hugged him so hard she knocked his cap sideways. He still calls me the night I wouldn't let him sit on that ledge alone. I just call it a Wednesday. The final I missed? The professor let me take it late. I got a C-. Best grade I ever got.